Was she mad at you? If you knew or understood why she loved, realize why she is precious, she important to us. How much she means to the future without the damage is done. You stand accused, the abuser who murdered daughters and sons. Kissed by stars, shadow killer light from afar. Eyesight with a spark, search for what she find in the dark. Small in the brain, big brain, out in the heart. Good with a secret, no shame, like her, she smart. Maybe inside another life she find us some fine arts, but we ain't born with choices, so she hopeless when life's hard. Lost and alone for naked, live finding a way, making alliance, be a loyal dog and wait for a day. The corner warned to the street lights, back to the stay. The curb heard the crosswalk cry as she walked away. The church was her praying, she was one they could save. A disappointed system couldn't make her a slave.
If I could get past the day, I'd do it all a different way. I'd give myself half a chance. I wouldn't call the devil out to dance. If I could just catch a break, the differences that I can make, the type of pain that I could take. Yeah, I died before I choose to break.
There she is, I see how you look at her. You wish you could protect her, cause you see something good in her. You see what we all see, there's more than just the hood in her. We can see her greatness and devils trying to shoot at her. Chaos under madness, junkies trying to shoot her up. Old men trying to give her babies, white wolves out to chew her up. She more than just a doorway, it's more than just to shoot 'em up. More than just a poor girl, this cold world is using up. Tragedy, travesty, the murder of her majesty. Complete and utter blasphemy, end result catastrophe. Generations wiped out, future is a casualty. Anything concerning her, I prefer you asking me. Also do it candidly, in a low tone with reverence, or end up in a box standing over you a reverend. She's sacred far as we concerned, this here is a holy place. Big brother, she chose a blowhole to your face.
If I could get past the day, I'd do it all a different way. I'd give myself half a chance. I wouldn't call the devil out to dance. If I could just catch a break, the differences that I can make, the type of pain that I could take. Yeah, I died before I choose to break.
Played to an early grave in a game she thought she could play. She might have made it a business to be a business one day, but all that business is finished. No hope for words left to say. No more lessons from mistakes. No graduation day. No getting over the awkwardness of being a teen. No more late nights on the block, pearling blunts for the team. More tears and vigils, more blood stains the streets. More division between the living, cutting flesh for the beef. Vengeance is on the table. This revenge is so sweet. Insatiable is the appetite, awaken the beast. Irrational thoughts and actions make the most sense to me. What's happening is gonna happen. We gon' die, we eat everything, every single motherfucking piece. And even then, no comparison to what you owe me. I have nothing, and only one thing left to gain. I promise I'ma walk you through flames, screaming a name.
If I could get past the day, I'd do it all a different way. I'd give myself half a chance. I wouldn't call the devil out to dance. If I could just catch a break, the differences that I can make, the type of pain that I could take. Yeah, I die before I choose to break.
Make it wear when you stuck in the gaze of the blanket stare. Void of hope, out of luck, can't run cause your pace is scared. Space-time moving in slow mo. See the truth, that's you, ain't no faking fear. See your life right in front of your eyes, no. Nothing but dark, a black heart, but you will see the ones you leave behind, though. Know why me, it's just either where I'm at or who I be. It's who I am, cause it's what I've seen, and everywhere I've been, it's the same goddamn thing. Why even fight? I could just die here tonight and run my ass right to the light. The squeeze on the trigger was tight. I put up my hand and noticed his pistol had jammed. The struggle ensues, this is my second chance, I ain't tryna lose. It's either it's me or it's you, this is for life. The devil gon' lie in the tomb, the devil gon' die in this room. The coroner getting there soon to carry him out the saloon. Loose the balloons, release the doves, put on that black suit in June. Cry with the ones that you love, the thunder, the roar, the sound when the tables and chairs at the floor. The screeches and screams, you trying to breathe, you trying to pull one last trick out of your sleeve. You're slipping away, discouraged that peace in the rage, determined to not be erased, nothing to fear. All that you love is right here, then suddenly all you can hear is The chaos is calm, blood on the pistol you palm, brains on your wrist and your arm. Ain't come here to do no one harm. You out for a drink, caught a step from afar. Then you had a few words at the bar. You thought he was hard. He thought you was pulling his card. Now one of you scarred and one of you sent out to guard. My child was sparing the rod, but he was so high, he was gonna shoot out the sky. Irrational when he arrived. I may have saved everyone's lives. I did what I did to survive. I do it again, defending my family and friends, fighting with death to the end. Today I'm alive, and killing for it was no choice. Then I heard a voice. Police, drop the gun, you piece of shit. Salute, salute, salutes. Welcome, welcome, welcome. We are back at it like bad habits. I am your host, Shy Ill. Welcome to Shy Ill Reacts Live. Salute, salute, salutes. Welcome everybody. Welcome everybody. Hoping everybody's having a great Saturday afternoon. Salutes to the chat. Salutes to everybody in the building. Salutes to everybody still on the commute on their way. All right, this was an impromptu live, but just felt like turning on the machine and hanging out for a bit. Salutes to everybody here. Let's get right to the chat. Blue Loke, salutes to you. Being first. Yo, yo, yo. Salutes. Big June, per usual. Appreciate you. Oh, so, per usual. Salutes to you. Martin Leon, what's good? Shadilla Amor, Humble. Salutes to Humble. Aaron Hernandez, salutes to you. Chungs, what's up? Chungs Kicks, the Wookiee in the building. Right. Bring that energy that you had over there at that sneaker battle the other day. Let's get this environment going around here, Chung. You lit it up over there the other night. All right. Again, salutes Big June, 030 North, usual suspects in the building. Big Chang, salutes to you. Appreciate y'all being here. We're going to hang out for a little while and go over a couple of things. Of course, for the people watching on the replay, and for the people watching live that are going to start with the replay while we're live, we're going to do a little bit of housekeeping for y'all. Salutes Aaron. He says, saludos desde Dallas, Texas. Salutes Dallas, Texas. We got a lot of people here from Dallas, Texas. I'm going to have to go get me some barbecue. I ain't never been to Texas. You know what I'm saying? Some of my favorite rappers come from Texas. And I think I got to come through, man. Getting a lot of love from Dallas, Texas. Salutes to you, Aaron. Glad you're here. Again, housekeeping. We have in the building. We have 2 links in the description for the TTS. Get your comment put right on the screen. It should look something like this. If it's working, again, y'all let me know if there's a problem with it, because there's always a problem with it. And it should look like this. Oh no, that ain't it. That didn't happen. One sec. All right, we're going to hang out today. There's a couple things I want to check out. Who caught the fight last night? Talk to me about the fight last night. Shout out Blue Loke. Shout out Think Like a Kingpin on the check-in. Salutes to you, sir. All right, let's get these events over here. So that I can show y'all the test. Talk to me about the fights last night, though. There was a couple of decent fights. They had the little itty-bitty guy, Nick Ball, versus Ray Vargas. That was a giant against a little, tiny little, like a little Tyson, just a little, tiny little Tyson. It was a good fight. It was a crazy fight. Ended in a draw. Right? Then after that, we had the giant Zaylee Bang Zhang against Parker. He knocked Parker down. I don't know. I think it was in the second or third round. Did his little dance, and that was it for him after that. The fight went null, and Parker put in work, and Parker pulled out a decision. A split decision, I believe, at that. Majority decision. And then came the big main event, which was Francis Ngannou versus Anthony Joshua. We were sitting here watching the fight, and we saw Anthony Joshua throwing straight rights in his locker room, throwing straight rights through his trainer's hands. You know what I'm saying? And that kind of let me know what we were in for, and that's exactly how it ended. He knocked down Francis with a straight right down the pipe. Boom! In the first round. Second round came, lit him up again with a slightly overhand right, but still going through it. And as soon as Francis stood up, he gave him another one. And this one he let go exactly the way he let it go in the locker room. Bow, and he put Francis to sleep and blew out his ACL, MCL, LCL, meniscus. Whatever's in the knee, all of that shit blew up. I don't think he's noticed it yet. He probably noticing and feeling it today. Unfortunately, Francis took the L, but the man had the nerve to play the game. All right? Had that been a dark alley, different outcome. Dark alley, baddest man on the planet. Boxing ring, you're in the hands of the pros. All right, we're going to talk about that too, Big June, because I am so disappointed in that, all right? We might as well say it now. Big June said Jake Paul's about to get dog walked. We can only hope that happens. We're going to deal with a little bit of reality about that situation, though. It's a very young man who's training with real trainers, building his skills up, beating up sparring partners and, beating up retired fighters that don't box professionally. And now, Jake Paul is supposedly contracted to fight Iron Mike Tyson. A lot of our superhero coming up. And it makes me wonder why. Why validate that kid? Why put yourself in a position like that? I think part of Mike sees him knocking people out and gets annoyed. But hold on, we're going to get to that. We're going to get to that. 030 said, I wish Jake Paul does get knocked out, but the problem is Mike Tyson's 30 years older than Jake Paul, and Jake's been in the gym every day for the last 2 or 3 years. Absolutely. Absolutely. All right, so boom. Here we go. Let me... run that. There you go. That's what it'll look like.
Test user donated $50.
See,
Test message.
See, little sexy right there. Or say the message. You know what I'm saying? Or whoever you choose. We also have super chat, super thanks, super stickers, all that good stuff. We also have the Ill Shop. You guys can go to the Ill Shop and check out our usual suspect merch. Boom. We got this on all different kind of things. We got the Pillow Talk jump off. We got the Il Cartel jump offs. You can have these on any garments that they have there. We also got the El Wapo for this summer. Best believe I'm going to be wearing the El Wapo apron. It's going down. All right? So make sure y'all go check out the Il Shop. I will link it into the chat. All right, we got all this good stuff here. Different color combos to go with your sneakers. Is what it is. After this live, I'll be checking out a sneaker battle at Sneaker Scandals. And then tonight we got UFC 299. It's going to be a good day. I got my little Voodoo Rangers on standby. Is it too early? Y'all let me know. I'm bogus. It's too early. So boom, those are ways you can support the channel on that level. We appreciate everything that you guys do around here. We'd appreciate it if you hit that like button. It's the freest, lightest, quickest, easiest thing you can do to help this channel move forward. We appreciate it. Thank you very much. All right, so let me put the Il Shop in the Discord. Il Shop in the chat. Here we go. Bow. There you have it. Get back over here. Do my thizzle. All right. Perfecto J, that's been a thought for a long time. I should stream the UFC and react to it. I actually considered it last night. Been thinking about it. Who knows? That might be something we implement. I'm looking to get a second setup so I could put a setup in my living room. The way I used to do it in my lazy boy. You know what I mean? We'll see how that goes. But if you guys are interested, we can do these recaps after the fights or whatever, or we can be in the Discord talking about it during the fights. We'll figure it out. All right, let's get back in the chat real quick. Gente, please hit that like button on the way in or on your way out. Salutes to Big June. We got him pinned up at the top. Get that popping. Let's see what else we got here. Shout out Big Chains. What up, big homie? Just checking in. Hope all is well. Send mines to everybody tapping in. Salutes to you, sir. We had Texas. Jake Paul is about to get dog walked. Tyson's gonna ring his bell. They're just trying to get the bag. Here's the question: does Mike need the bag? Mike got everybody now, not then. Now, Mike got everybody throwing money at him all the time with all kind of different things. From my understanding, he finally has a wife that gets it. I don't know if it was this wife or the one before, but I know there's one that got his business in order. So if it's her, I'm sure he's getting money. I just think he gets tired of watching this kid knock people out. He's 58 years old, and somebody from our community asked me in the on my Instagram if this will ruin Mike's legacy. I said no. Mike's legacy is cemented no matter what happens in this fight. All right? If Jake Paul knocks out Mike Tyson, that was what's supposed to happen. Right? If Mike Tyson knocks out Jake Paul, that adds to his legacy. That's it. For us. Dying for somebody to knock this kid out, and it turns out the old man does it, right? For the people that say it's impossible, man with two hands, man been going that long, that knows the game, land on that chin or behind that ear, it's a wrap. Crush his liver, it could be anything. But Jake Paul should be the ringer for this fight. He should be the guy that's supposed to win. He's supposed to go in there and do what Anthony Joshua did to Francis Ngannou last night. That's the facts. Martin Leon said, boxing nowadays, it's a circus, a bunch of circus clowns, nothing to do with the old boxing. When the best used to fight the best, now it's all money. Yeah, of course. But we gotta entertain ourselves with what we got, right? I'd love to see all the promotions cut the shit and everybody fight. I'd watch Francis versus John Jones tomorrow, but that ain't never gonna happen. There's contractual things that that don't allow that. So we do what we can with what we got. You feel me? We do what we can with what we got. Let's see. I watch those channels all the time. Twins coming on, bro. Don't know. Don't think so. Didn't let them know. Listen, I kind of like better. It's very dope that the Twins come on impromptu and we just have a conversation and we get things popping. That's cool. But I'd much rather, if they're going to come on, I'd much rather promote it. I'd much rather get the word out there so that everybody makes time to be here, so that it kicks up the algorithm and we get seen. Them coming here impromptu, it serves us because we have a good time. We're in the chat, we talking, we're discussing things, we pondering on things, we arguing with trolls. All of that's fun for us, but it can do more for the channel if we really set it up. You know what I'm saying? So again, it's very dope, and I appreciate them for their time all the time. But we a little spoiled around here. You know what I'm saying? I was watching for instance in these edits that I've been putting up of the Q&A with Jay. Hey Suarez got like 50 questions answered, right? And then he kept spamming one specific question about music. Listen, if your question gets missed, it got missed. Come back with it in another 15, 20 minutes. Please do not spam my chat. None of the usual suspects do that. And it's kind of ugly when the dude that got the most questions asked to him resorts to spamming the chat to get another question answered. Like, you greedy, bruh. I can see what you know what I'm saying? What's up with you? Chill out. Again, Perfecto, it's not oversaturated. It's just not being optimized. We're not optimizing these occasions because they're just happening, And then I put them out during the week and try to, build with that. But, when the lives are promoted and everybody's in attendance, it's a real good look. When it's just like that, and that's how comfortable they are. Think about it. That's how comfortable they are on the channel. I'm offering that comfort to a lot of people, you know what I'm saying, that we can talk to, that can help our channel and build our channel. But they're comfortable enough to impromptu come and answer a question or say something or be in the chat or be in the, you know what I'm saying? It's dope. It's that we've built that kind of environment here. You know what I mean? So I ain't tripping. But I would like to I like to optimize it every time and take the most advantage of it as possible instead of wasting occasions that we could have built up a lot of buzz and a lot of electricity in the algorithm. You know what I'm saying? Get all of these statistics in order. You know, these analytics in order. You feel me? But again, Mike knocks out dude. It adds to his legacy. Mike gets knocked out. That was what's supposed to happen. Who's gonna blame him? Do I think that kid was gonna? Did I think that kid was gonna beat Anderson Silva? No. If you really know who Anderson Silva really is, you didn't expect that either. Almost didn't happen. But like this kid is willing to, he's willing to market a fight with an old lady in a nursing home just to get a win and be able to talk about it. You don't see him screaming to fight the dude he just lost to. Drake ain't quick to fight Tommy Fury and shit. Go find Tommy Fury. Not looking for that one, so it's whatever. In my mind, he'll never fight a ranked opponent. That ain't gonna happen. The ones that are worth it don't want to waste their time with him, and I think he's okay with fighting anybody so he could keep saying, "I'm the man, I'm that dude." No worries, Big June. He said, "I'm glad you have that open line of communication with the Twins, Shy, and it's an open line of communication with y'all. You know what I'm saying? It's right there. We'll be live. I was live the other day, having a shit show, cussing out some trolls. Boom. Jay said, let me answer these questions. Answer Matt questions. We got gold out of it. We got gold out of it. A lot of questions were answered. A lot of topics came up. There's one more video that I'm going to drop. I dropped number 1 and number 2. There's one more I'm going to drop. I'm going to get into them playlists too and organize them. I'm going to do one where it's all the Flores Twins appearances here. And all their edited videos and live videos. And then I'm going to leave Surviving El Chapo by itself. Split one off for where JC's videos are being reacted to, and I'm gonna hook up the playlist section. It's been a lot of work. I've been grinding, spinning plates, so you keep things moving around here. But yeah, so that's how I feel about that. I feel like Francis had the guts to go out there last night and risk it all. He did it last time. It paid off. He lost the fight, but it was a rocky moment. This time around, he ran into a dude that I believe was going to throw that straight right all night until it put him down. That's what I think Anthony Joshua's... If you guys get a chance to watch the fight again and you see right before they do the walkouts, they go into Anthony Joshua's room and he's just laying straight rights into this into the mitts. But he's going through it. And I'm like, this guy's punching through the target. And then the guy that was doing the analysis said, he's punching through the target. And then the guy at the ringside said, he's punching through the target. And I was like, yeah, man, he's going to throw that right hand. And when he threw it, that was it. It was over. Francis took it like a man. No excuses. Dude was the better man tonight. He said he's not done with boxing. He's going to keep doing this thing. He's going to keep doing MMA. I mean, the guy came to this country and took every risk that you could take. And it paid off for him. He made a lot of money. Now he just needs to, keep fighting and get better. That's it. That's it. He didn't realize what a straight right feel like, from a boxer his size or bigger. He's been kicked in the head. You know what I'm saying? But this is all head work in boxing. It's not just you could get kicked in the head, get armbarred, get kneed. There's more ways to lose in MMA. And boxing is straight head shots. It's, unless you get your liver cracked in half. But let's hope Mike Tyson goes out there and teaches the young bull a lesson. I don't know that that's going to happen. We'll see how things look getting closer to the fight. We'll see if it happens at all. We hear a lot of hype. We'll keep our eye on the Ryan Garcia situation. I don't know what's happened with him, where he's been. But, today there was just a couple of things I wanted to check out. While I was editing, listening to Jay speak about different things, gave me a couple different ideas of things to check out. Um, looks like there's a big lag between y'all and the live, but it says we're good. We ain't dropping no frames. We're good. Um, when Jay's answering these questions, I start. It opens my mind to, oh, I want to check this out. I want to see this. And he mentioned a letter that LaBarbie wrote either to the president or of the president or whatever. So I looked up that letter. I found something on Bordertown Beat, and I gotta be on that site a little bit more often. They got some good stuff on there. But I wanted to check that out. Then I found a video of them getting grabbing him at the house. So I want to check that out. That got English subs on it. Shout out Old 30. Said Anthony Joshua versus Tyson Fury. Yeah, Anthony just cussed him out yesterday though. Said he wasn't worth talking about. The world's Anthony's right now, as far as boxing goes. Everybody else is on the loss. As far as those heavyweights, you know. Question is, who's Francis gonna box next? Is it the Bronze Bomber? I don't know. We'll see. We shall see. But yeah, so I got nothing really planned. I got the La Barbie stuff I want to check out. Maybe we'll check out some body cam. And we'll talk sports. Whatever you guys want to talk about in the chat, y'all let me know. I think it's time. Nobody objected in the chat. I think it's time for me to crack my Hold on a sec. I think it's time to crack my Young Voodoo. Damn. Salute. It's going down. All I know is they better book these fights quick. As quick as Francis Ngannou did. You know? He didn't fuck around. When it was time for him to book a fight, he booked the fight. He didn't wait. I'm sure Dana White was happy as hell though yesterday. He gambled on himself, but he still won. Is he gonna take a pay cut now? Yeah. The luster. They knocked the luster off of him last night. It's foul. Alright, salute to y'all. Make sure y'all hit the like button. We got 10 concurrent viewers and 8 likes. Appreciate y'all. Shout out Perfecto J777 in the building. Let's get it. I want to check this video out. This is them picking up. It's funny because I guess this guy had an unalive squad, and it's just funny to me when I see these people that are known to be so ruthless and so terrifying and so evil and so bad, and they get popped off. They just be falling apart and shit. Here we go. Get that work on the treadmill for me, Perfecto J. Do like an extra 3 miles and ship me the results, bro. I need to get a treadmill for while I'm standing here talking to y'all. Here we go.
¿Cómo te llamas? ¿Cómo te puedo? Tigre, ¿qué? Bueno, más fuerte, por favor. Tigre, ¿qué? Bueno, te puedo.
Looked like he didn't want to say the second part. He said El Tigre and La and then stopped.
Tigre, ¿qué? Bueno, más fuerte, por favor. Échate de ganas, ya está dado. Todos andamos cansados, pero... Vamos a llevarlo a sentar para que se siente bien.
Yo, he wilding. He probably out of breath. He was probably running and shit.
¿Cómo te puedo? ¿Cómo te llamas? Mirando la cama. ¿Cómo te llamas? ¿Cómo te llamas? ¿Cómo te puedo? Tigre, ¿qué? Bueno, más fuerte, por favor.
old girl is laying it on thick, boy. She's like, come on, man. Get it together, bro. Thirsty. See, those things be the ironies for me. Those are the things that I see. The things that I think about. When people are in these positions, right? People with reputations. When they're in these positions and they need a glass of water, I think to myself, have they ever deprived somebody of a glass of water? You know what I mean? It's like the world becomes revisionist history. Did you ever deprive somebody of water when you thirsty right now?
Échale ganas, ya está. Como te pueda. Pero más fuerte, por favor. Échale ganas, ya está dado. Todos andamos cansados. Vamos a llevarlo a sentar para que se sienta bien.
Let's take him over there so he feel better. They having a ball. He needs a fix. So what? Dude strung out or something? What's up? Y'all know? Is everybody over there strung out? Maybe that's a question I need to ask the twins. And again, don't get it messed up. People are always welcome for the impromptu drop-in. People like the twins, JC, shit like that. You welcome for the impromptu drop-in. That just means y'all should be here every time. Because you might miss something. You know what I mean? But other than that, because a couple of people hit me up like, oh, when did this happen? It's like, man, it happens. I was live though. So either or works. But we got to optimize. That's it. Boy, got fountains and gazebos. Ruben said they lit for sure, right? Yeah, all of them. Super lit. Got to do what you do. So he was thirsty. I wonder if he's ever denied somebody water.
Échale ganas, ya está dado. Fuerte, por favor. Échale ganas, ya está dado. Todos andamos cansados. Vamos a llevarlo a sentar para que se sienta bien. Vente para acá. Para que te sientes bien. Vente para acá.
They laughing. He said he needs a cure. Fix. Couldn't sleep. You're the hunted. I'm sure they have bad nights, man. There's not a lot of sleeping going on over there. Not a lot of sleeping at all. I'm kind of surprised at how far behind. Oh, this is me here. Okay, that makes sense. We're back. It's rumors that he's the one that gave up Arturo Beltran's location after this. Yeah, I believe Jay speaks on that. On this video that I dropped today or yesterday. One of those two. Somebody asked if it was him or Chapo. Chapo was on the phone with him and blah, blah, blah. And that's when Jay gave me the idea for this by saying something about the letter that he wrote. I'm going to look into that letter right now. All right, we saw him needing a drink of water. Get that boy some milk. Get that boy some milk. Let's see what the letter is talking about. The letter of La Balbi. This is a January 12th, 2023. This is Borderland Beat. This is segment 3. Oh man, let me see if I find segment 1 or everything related. No, this is it. Blue Loke said, at least that's what one of Beltran's brothers accused him of. Yeah, well, it's quite possible. Go check out that video. I don't remember exactly what Jay said about it. I know he said, somebody asked and was like, yo, he supposedly was on the phone with Chapo at the time. And Jay basically was like, yo, Chapo didn't consider La Balbi or wasn't thinking about La Balbi or talking to La Balbi. Like, Um, but yeah, I don't put it past him being the one. I mean, he was head of security, right? Head of security. How much that polo he's wearing cost though? See, I want to hear this. I want to read this whole segment. Hold the phone. Because this guy got three segments. This is Bugs. Let me see. Salutes PR Black on the check-in. Hunters up to you. Appreciate you being here, sir. Wow. We just chilling today. Salutes. Smoke them if you got them. Hanging out for a little while. Then it's chill season. Sneaker battles and MMA fights. Let me find this. Got the letter to Barbie, but I want all the posts. There's three segments. I want all the segments because he says in the last segment we touched a little on Alfredo Beltran Leyva, El Mocomo, and Sergio Enrique Villarreal Barragan El Grandes. Too many names, but they wildin'. Too many names. Can't keep up with all the names. You gotta relax. All right? You gotta relax. Too many names. Or we're gonna have to start abbreviating this shit. But even that, it's too many letters. It's too many letters. You gotta relax. And how do you find the other three segments of this shit? Let me see. By Bugs. Can I write Bugs in here? Bugs is the reporter. I guess he don't want to give up his name. Am I the only asshole with my showing my face? Give my name. Whatever. Bugs. That's December 2019. Here we go. We're getting close. Let's do this by date. Yeah, sort by date. Borderland Beats Top Series 1124. Borderland Beat Top 23 Series. Chief Officer. Cuevas Grandes is executed. I wonder how viable. Y'all tell me, those that know, how many of these guys did plastic surgery to themselves? How many of them did it work for? And how many of them did it, like, I don't know, was it a waste or ruin everything? Because it sounds crazy. Sounds like a lot. All right, here we go. Getting close. Here we go. 110 BLO takes on CDS and the Mexican federal government. Okay. And I think I found it. Yeah, I think I found it. So let's see if this is segment one. Yes, segment one. All right. I'm gonna go through this because I want to know this story. We're gonna see what this says. Y'all gonna ride with me? Salute to y'all. Hit the like button, hundreds up in the chat. Appreciate y'all for being here. Hope everybody's having a good Sunday. Let's hang out. If you got any questions, hit me up. If you got any concerns, let me know. Again, the twins and anybody else that has been on here as a guest has the, can hit me up and jump in right now. It's us. And let's check it out. We should do a live stream with Luis Chaparro. We shall see. There's what you're looking for, Shy. If you put a link in there, YouTube deletes the link for people that are not wrenches. If you're in the Discord, you could drop it in the Discord and let me know in the chat, and I'll go get that link from the Discord. Appreciate you. We'll figure out a solution for that, but the Discord's the best bet right now, the best solution for that problem right now. All right, let's see what we have here. Matter of fact, let me open up this Discord so you might hear a sound here and there. Boom. All right. Make sure YouTube knows we're live. The Discord knows we're live. It worked for none of them. It sounds like it wouldn't work, right? That shit sounds like it wouldn't work. I don't know. It sounds like a hassle. It sounds like pie in the sky, like, oh, great idea, but that ain't happening. All right. So, boom. Let me minimize the Discord. Here we go. I'm going to check this out here. This says, Genaro Garcia Luna in collusion with organized crime. Was he the president? See, I don't know about this stuff. I'm learning with you. Segment 1. There's a video here, but I'm not going to play that yet. Work for none of them. Blue Loke said they got something called a Rouge wiretap they use to track and follow these guys. It just isn't exactly legal. I'm sure there's a lot of that going on. Post it in the Discord. Salutes to you, Velez. That's how it works. That Discord is a great tool. Let's see. Cartel chat. La barra de Denito 2010 entrega un cartel grupo reforme textual. Okay, here we go. Let me crack this open. Visit site. Okay, this might be the same thing in Spanish, but I got it English. Because I got it in English too. Let's see. All right, cool. This is up here. I'm going to go to what I got, and then we're going to see how this corresponds. This was November 28th, 2012. Appreciations to Velez. I appreciate you guys contributing. Thank you very much. All right, here we go. Let's go back to the Genaro segment. All right, so we're going to start here. This has a video here. I don't know if I want to see it. Let me see. Or is this just an ad? I don't know. Let me make sure there's nothing crazy on here before I play it. Oh, bang, bang, bang. Okay. Boom, boom, boom. No, this is just an intro. We don't got time for nobody's intros. We straight. We straight. Segment 1. Note, in lieu of the pending trial of Genaro Garcia Luna, I want to share some observations and events related to GGL. We're going to call him GGL. See, this guy knows what he's doing. I'm with you, Bugs. We're going to call him GGL too. Not to be mistaken with BBL. GGL, Genaro Garcia Luna. All right? Events related to GGL. Borderland Beat was already tracking the collusion of GGL starting around 2001 when GGL served in the newly created agency, Federal Agency of Investigation, Agencia Federal de Investigación, AFI, under Mexican President Vicente Fox Quesada. GGL would go on to serve in the federal cabinet of President Felipe Calderón as Secretary of Public Security. Salutes to you, Ruben Contreras. Look at this guy wearing his double suits. This is definitely going to make it on the cover of my video. Look at dude. Looking crazy. Right? GGL was arrested on December 9th, 2019 by federal agents in Dallas, Texas. He is presently pending trial in the Eastern District of New York to face charges of engaging in a continuing criminal enterprise. It is alleged that Garcia Luna received multi-million-dollar bribes from the Sinaloa Cartel in exchange for permitting the Sinaloa Cartel to operate with impunity in Mexico. As alleged, for nearly 2 decades, that's a lot of paper, 2 decades, GGL betrayed those he was sworn to protect by accepting bribes from members of the Sinaloa Cartel to facilitate their crimes and empower their criminal enterprise. Stated Acting United States Attorney Ducharme. Douche. If convicted of the continuing criminal enterprise charge, GGL could face a mandatory minimum sentence of 20 years imprisonment and a maximum of life in prison. So this is like, what? Like a, U.S., somebody in the cabinet of the president in the United States just gets popped off for letting people slide on everything. You know what I mean? So, Buddy was the corruption that we always talking and looking for, and that people tell us doesn't exist at the highest states of government. Not to mention, beyond them, to the richest family these countries have ever seen. And the reason they've been rich for so long is because they've been stepping on necks for a long time. You know what I'm saying? Some people don't believe that. Some people do. Here we go. Right. Felipe de Jesus Calderón Hinojoso, a conservative Mexican politician, served as the president of Mexico from December 2006 to November 2012. As a member of the National Action Party, Partido Acción Nacional, PAN, for 30 years. He made the issue of organized crime the central part of his campaign for president. When he took office in 2006, he wasted no time in taking on the Mexican cartel's head, taking the Mexican cartel's head on. He dismantled the Tijuana cartel on the border of California, the Cartel del Golfo on the Gulf Coast, La Familia Michoacana, this was personal, as Calderón was from Michoacán, in the Tierra Caliente region, and almost decimated the very powerful Juarez cartel. Calderón had entrusted his right-hand man and personal friend, GGL, to accomplish this task. He had appointed GGL as Secretary of Public Security in his cabinet. So he's a Homeland Security guy. Blue Loke said, I dropped the link regarding the wiretap. You should do a reaction on it. Where'd you drop it? In the Discord? If you dropped it here, YouTube's going to delete it. That's what YouTube does. They don't. If it ain't a YouTube link, even if it's a YouTube link, they'll delete it. So if you're not in the Discord, we're going to have to figure out another way. Where was I? Lost the page. Here we go. So he was basically head of Homeland Security. GGL started by rebuilding the federal police force that began operating in June 2009 under a new police model. Felipe Calderón, president, beefed up the federal police and changed their role to strictly take on the cartels. They became a huge nationwide tactical unit, operating in hotspots around the country. Under President Vicente Fox, from 2000 to 2006, there were 11,989 federal police. Under Presidente Felipe Calderón, the number of federal police officers was increased to 34,846. Damn. This was in addition to the Mexican military that also played a key role in taking on the cartels. So they went from 12,000 police to 35,000 police, plus they had military. Ganga. They were on some we're gonna fight shit. Right? They was here to fight. All with their faces covered. Again, on both sides of the fence, there is no lack of young people that are willing to die over these silly causes that cost so many people so much. Calderón kept Garcia Luna very close in his circle of trusted politicians. Garcia Luna was considered untouchable and was Calderón's favorite cabinet member. Yes, Calderón managed to keep his campaign promise. He hit all the criminal cartels in Mexico hard, except for one. There was a little secret that was starting to pop its ugly head. There were very credible rumors that Garcia Luna was colluding with organized crime, specifically the Cartel del Pacifico, under the very command of Ismael Zambada Garcia El Mayo. The group was mainly composed of the Beltran Leyva brothers that were based in the Mexican state of Morelos. Blue Loke said, where do I drop it? Are you in the Discord, Blue Loke? Here, I'll give you the link. If you want to make a username and jump in our Discord, boom, you can drop links there. I'm also going to add a content suggestion link channel inside the Discord so y'all can suggest content. There's the Discord invite. That's the only place that I can get it right now. YouTube will not allow it in the chat unless I give wrenches. And I'm not ready to give wrenches yet. There's only 2 wrenches out there. Chucky Chingon and Old Soul for the time being. But we'll get there. I don't want to hinder nobody. But if you want to go in the Discord, you can drop it in the Discord right in the Il Cartel chat, which is the top text channel. You got big points, Shy. Salute to you, Gallo Transportation. Appreciate you. Thank you very much for being here. Not sure what context you mean that in, but I appreciate you. So boom, there's the Discord. Let me make sure I'm not getting blown up on this side. Let me see. One sec. One sec. So here we go. On October 19, 2008, GGL was traveling from Cuernavaca to Tepoztlan with an escort of 27 armed bodyguards. Damn, boy, 27? 26 wasn't enough? 20, we had to, all right. His escort was intercepted by approximately 10 armored suburban vehicles carrying a large commando of heavily armed sicarios. GGL ordered his bodyguards to stand down and comply with the directions given by the sicarios. The bodyguards were stripped of their weapons and were blindfolded. They were not just concerned for the dignitary they were supposed to protect, but for their own safety. Some of the bodyguards overheard one of the sicarios yell at GGL, "This is the first and last warning, so that you know that we can reach you anytime we want, if you do not comply with the mutual agreement we forged." So they had pressure. They had pressure on young GGL, huh? And his bodyguards wondering what's going on with this guy. We're not going to war. His 27 bodyguards is like, yo, we're not going to war with these dudes. These your friends. These your primos. It is said that the voice came from Arturo Beltran Leiva, a top lieutenant for the Cartel de Sinaloa. GGL left with Beltran Leiva, abandoning his escorts to their fate. The bodyguards did now know where GGL went and what he did during those 4 long hours. He was away meeting with Arturo Beltran Leiva. When GGL returned, the sicarios returned the weapons to the bodyguards and they proceeded with the escort of Garcia Luna. The bodyguards, who were professionally trained to protect dignitaries and high-level politicians, felt humiliated. I bet they signed up for a different life, right? They probably could have just as easily signed up to be on the other side of that gang war, right? But instead, they were like, I'm a soldier. I'm a bodyguard. I'm going to protect these dignitaries. Now he's over there working for the guy that he thought he was working against. The bodyguards narrated the details of the event in a letter sent to the legislators of the Senate in order to expose what they say was how dangerous it is to grant more power to the SSP, Secretaria de Seguridad Pública, or Secretariat of Public Safety. Under the control of GGL, a good portion of the high-level officials of the SSP were at the service of drug traffickers. According to the investigations carried out by the Office of the Assistant Attorney General for Specialized Investigations in Organized Crime, CIEDO, many of the officials closest to Garcia Luna seem to be corrupted by drug traffickers. So it wasn't just him, there was a whole little rat pack. Under the watch of the Calderon administration, evidence started to emerge that the SSP was one of the institutions most infiltrated by the Sinaloa cartel and other criminal organizations. So they were basically a little cartel amongst themselves inside the government. Wildin'. Now this interview here, this is another thing that Jay mentioned in that conversation. Again, I'm not, shout out Rilo on the check-in in the chat, salutes to you. I'm not the professional, and I'm learning with you. You know what I'm saying? I'm just learning with you. We know the Flores twin story. We know all that. I'm learning all of the things around it. And Jay mentioned this interview from the question and answer session that we had the other day, and he mentioned how he, in his thought, just his opinion, was that this interview was a message from Mayo to Vicente. The one interview that he did with Julio Sherel Garcia, and I've been looking for this interview. I wanna watch this video. I haven't found one that I'm convinced I got the whole thing. I wanna find this video and I wanna go through it. Again, salute to y'all for being here. Appreciate you. Salute. All right. In 2010, Zambada did an interview with Julio Sherel Garcia of Proceso magazine. He criticized the government's efforts to take him down, saying it was little too late if the goal was to hurt the drug trade. Quote, the problem with the narco business is that it involves millions of dollars. How do you dominate that? Zambada said. As for the bosses, locked up, dead or extradited, their replacements are already standing by. The government's drug war, he said, is already lost. That's huge. That's huge. He said, listen, man, your attempts are futile. And like I told you, these bosses that you guys become fans of and that people, be like, oh, that's my guy, I'm on his side. Not only they got all kind of weird skeletons in their closets, but they're not there for they're there for a good time, not a long time. You know what I'm saying? Mind you, some ruthlessly stay real long time, but as you can see, even at the top, he's basically saying, hey, Chapo's out the door, he's extradited, he's popped off, he's locked up, or this one or that one, whatever. You see Buddy over there with the gold Desert Eagle with diamonds on it? Dude over there? That's the guy. He's the next guy. We're not worried about what you're talking about. Why lost? Quote, the narcotics trade and everything that goes along with it are inside the society. It is deeply rooted in corruption. It always has. So he put it on the government too. He said, yep, they got a whole little mini cartel going on over there. El Mayo's the last powerful boss of the old guard. All the others have either died or are in prison. There are not many pictures that have been made public of Mayo Zambada. El Mayo has managed to avoid capture by keeping a low profile and by corrupting the Mexican government at the highest level. Blue Loke said it's a written interview. Yeah, but if you got the link for it, yeah, you could just drop. The video. I'm sorry, the El Mayo thing. Yeah, I ain't even worried if it's a video. I'll read that too. I love to read it. I'd love to read that. So yeah, if you know a link, I'd appreciate that too. Salutes to you, Blue Loke, man. I appreciate you guys. You guys are a lot of help. It's a lot of work over here, and I can use all the help I can get. Shout out Tori Greenfield on the subscription. Appreciate you. Thank you for subscribing. Welcome to the Il Cartel. Here we go. So yeah, El Mayo has managed to avoid capture by keeping a low profile and by corrupting the Mexican government at the highest level. And then that's it. For this is segment 1. On this next short segment, I will cover how the arrest of one of the Beltran Leyva brothers resulted in the betrayal of GGL and the Sinaloa cartel that would ultimately unleash a bloody war between each other and the downfall of the BLO. All right, that's where we're headed. We're on our way there. But yeah, maybe that's why I couldn't find the video, Blue Loke. Shit didn't exist. It was a written interview. Should have been looking for that. All right, so boom, we got segment 1. That was dope. I'm with that. Let's get segment 2, Papas. Where you at? I'm glad we went to the start of this and started with that first segment. Let's see. Did I just lose it? No, there's 1, and then here's 2. Is this 2? Yeah, this is 2 right here. Boom, segment 2. There. Salute to y'all. 14 concurrent viewers, 14 likes. If you have yet to hit the like button, please do. If you have yet to subscribe. Oh, by the way, salutes to Troy Greenfield, because guess what? We are not very far away from 6,000. I was hoping to hit 6,000 by the end of this stream. We need, let's see, we need 15 subs to hit 6,000. It'd be a damn shame if we don't hit them during this live right here. And I don't plan on being here. I'm not here for a long time. I'm here for a good time today. Today is sneaker battles, beers, Hennessy, and fights. That's what's going down. I earned it. That's what's happening. Here we go. Let's get segment 2 popping. Segment 2, BLO takes on CDS and the Mexican federal government. Segment 2, members of organized crime in Mexico spend millions of dollars to corrupt government officials. These criminal organizations see this as an investment in their drug trafficking enterprise. It is the price of doing business in Mexico. The expensive bribes they pay gets them protection, access to sensitive information, targeting of rival cartels, and assistance to move their drugs north. All right. To all of the people that are like, everybody's a rat. Make sure you know that everybody in this game does it. The expensive bribes pays gets them protection, access to sensitive information, targeting of rival cartels. Targeting, that's snitching, y'all. That's other words for snitching. Salute J-Fam in the building. Appreciate you being here, sir. Appreciate you being here. I'm sure to see you at Sneaker Scandals later. Matter of fact, I have it pulled up right here so that I could put this out here for y'all. Thank you for reminding me, J-Fam. We will be over here at the Sneaker Battle later. That's what's going down. So, boom. Don't get it twisted, y'all. Don't get it twisted. Right here. It says it right here. Right there. Right? Targeting of rival cartels. Meaning, they call the police on each other every chance they get. That's what it means. If they ain't calling the police, they calling the army. They calling somebody. They calling the government and saying, hey, go clean them up. Go clean them up. The expensive bribes they pay gets them the protection, access to sensitive information, targeting of rival cartels, and assistance to move their drugs up north. Stop picking and choosing who's a rat to you if they're all playing the same game. I don't play that game. They play that game. So what are we talking about here? This seems to be a Mexican cartel tactic. Right here. Targeting of rival cartel. The corrupt government usually will ask the cartels to keep the violence to a minimum to avoid attracting attention. No one does it better than the Sinaloa cartel. But not everything always runs smoothly. Many times, this is not possible due to conflict within cartels and the fight from cartels for positions of power. Again, we've listened to Jay say, what are you going to do? You're a young dude, right? Let's say you sold your soul to the cartel. You're like, yo, I'm about this life. I'm going to go out in a blaze. It's going down. I'm going to get some money. I'm going to get me an army. I'm going to hold it down for these old men. These old men going to love me the way I cartel. I'm a cartel hard. You know what I'm saying? And he gives his life to the game, right? And he's like, yeah, I'm ready for these fools. And he starts making some money, right? Boom, yeah, man. He's loyal to the dudes at the top, the viejitos at the top with the trucker hats, right? He's loyal to them. He's like, yeah, I'm gonna go all out for these fools. I'm gonna go get me an army. Get me some jewels, get me some chicks. All right, yeah, I'm gonna throw big parties, right? And then he's like, but he's loyal, right? And then what happens? The dude he's loyal to look at him and say, look at this asshole with his big diamond Cuban link chains and his imported women. And why he got so many gunners over there, huh? Why he got so many bodies? What's he doing? He's building an army? Is he trying to threaten my empire? Is he trying to push me out? At no point is he thinking, hey man, this guy's doing good, man. He's looking out for me. He's die hard. At no point he's thinking that. He's just thinking this guy's a threat to my power. And what does he do? Wipes him out. Absorbs his army and his chicks. So a whole party going on over here, huh? Salute Sandman. Salute Pebs. Appreciate y'all for popping up in the chat. Thank you very much. Welcome, Section 8, ETC, to the party. I'll be partying with y'all later at the sneaker battle too. What's going down? It's going down. We just sent a couple people over there from over here before. They enjoyed it. It's not for everybody. If you're not ready, this a warning to the audience. If you're not ready for 160% pure fuck shit, stay from over there. Right? It's not for the weak of heart. So just imagine that you get this money, your opportunity to shine, and you buy you an army so that you can protect your boss. And now your boss thinks he bought an army to take me out, and you're done. Your reign is over. It's a wrap for you. In 2008, people started to notice that Felipe Calderón's government was not targeting the Sinaloa cartel as he was other cartels. High-level leaders of the Sinaloa cartel had to be sacrificed to give a perception that Sinaloa was not being favored. It's believed that several high-ranking members of the Sinaloa cartel had to be what? Surrendered. It's the game that they play. It's the game that they play. They you see it in movies and you think it's not real, it's real. They need a scapegoat. Who we gonna serve up to the police? Okie and Dokie. Send them over there. Bet. They pick their okie dokes. The dude in government that's on the take, he looks good because he done got him some high level guys. He didn't get shit. He got some shit they handed over. Then people screaming, "Oh, it's a rat. He's a rat." Nah, he was a pawn on a chessboard, and they used him. That's what it is. That's what it is in that game. Again, everything is not cut and dry, but in that game, that's what it is. Cartel, Cartell. Again, shout out Sandman and Pebs for popping up. Velez said, "Yep, that's how it works. They only want their family to grow. That's it." And they not seeing that this kid that's mad loyal to them, he want to be part of their family. But they're like, nah, this fool went and bought a chain and some soldiers. He's trying to take my spot. Gotta get him out of here. And what do? They try to smoke button. Velez said, if you ain't blood or married into the family, they ain't gonna let you get big. Yeah, that's what it seems like. But just imagine that. Or you're that guy and you're so down and loyal to this guy, and then they serve you up like they just did right there in that paragraph. They serve you up so that they can look good, so it can look like the government's actually doing something about crime and the cartel. You know what I'm saying? It's all bullshit. All the governments are involved. Everybody's involved in this shit, man. Yeah, every now and then you got the cowboy that want to come clean up house, but it is what it is. It said that Ignacio Nacho Coronel Villarreal, Alfredo Beltrán Leiva, El Mocomo, and Gonzalo Inzunza, El Macho Prieto were a few high level. They got to stop with these fucking names. There was 30 names right there. There was only 4 people. 30 names right there. He said, were a few high level capos that were surrendered by the Sinaloa Syndicate, except the arrest of El Mocomo caused major problems for the CDS and the federal government. Now, that's where everything went crazy right there. It was at that moment when the whole BLO versus Chapo and Mayo shit went bananas. From my understanding, is when Mocomo got arrested. Shout out Jonathan Pantoja. He said, I am so late to this live. Salute Shia in the chat. Never late. Always on time. Right? Salutes to you. So they turned over a couple of people, right? It said that Nacho Coronel, Alfredo Beltrán Leiva, El Mocomo, and Gonzalo were given up. But Mocomo's arrest is what caused the damage. Now, I don't know who's GGL. GGL is a Garcia Luna. He's basically the head of Homeland Security of Mexico at the time. And he was on the take by the, if you listen from the beginning, you'll be caught up. He's on the take from the cartel. So I guess Mocomo, they didn't know Mocomo was going to be part of this deal. I don't know if that's what, I don't know if the twins rolled him up. I don't know how that happened. Nah, because I don't think they were on that until after this happened. This is when shit got tense. I guess Mocomo wasn't supposed to be part of these people getting turned over, and he got turned over. and it says a bloody war like never before seen. Blue Loke said just how they did it, Nini. Listen, that's it. The dude that'll work for you the hardest, that'll love you the most, that'll stand in front of you and try to stop the bullets, they're gonna send them. It's just part of their game. It's what they do. He was loyal to the bone, and them chapitos gave him up like he was nothing. That's it. The war started on a Monday, January 21st, 2008. On board Hummer vehicles and with heavy artillery, more than 300 elements of the Special Forces Aeromobile Group, GAFE, of the Mexican Army positioned themselves in the area of a residence located in the Burocratas community in Culiacan, Sinaloa. An anonymous call had told them that the youngest of the Beltran brothers, Alfredo alias El Mocomo, was waiting at that address for a shipment of money on an outstanding settlement from some of his Colombian associates. Near dawn, a gate opened. A white BMW van came out with 4 men on board. The team of elite military commandos blocked their way. The men in the vehicle surrendered without firing a single shot. Inside the vehicle was El Mocomo. While inside the house, military officials recovered $900,000, 11 expensive watches, an AK-47, and 8 handguns. They ain't had nothing going on in there. Rilo said Chapo gave them up. Okay, that's what it was. Chapo gave them up. Now I recall correctly. But see, I be having the TV show mixed in my head too. I can't be thinking about that TV show because they be lying. In the news of the arrest of El Mocomo was presented as the most important arrest carried out by the government in the war against drug trafficking that Felipe Calderón had carried out. El Mocomo would be extradited to the U.S. The arrest of El Mocomo caused immediate panic from federal police agencies that were receiving bribes to protect the Beltran Leyva brothers. So, these guys are supposed to keep these guys out of jail. They get money for it every month. They've been eating off of this for years. All of a sudden, dude's in jail. Houston, we have a problem. We have a problem. They gave up Nacho because he was going to break off and start his own group with Mencho. If he were here today, he would play a major role in the CJNG. But let's say they say Nini was being reckless and getting too powerful, bringing too much heat to Los Chapitos. Of course. You're going to have those characters too. That's how you do it. It's the Feach Lamada move from The Sopranos. That's the Feach Lamada move. You got this guy. You love him. You respect him. But he's wilding. You wilding too. But you're judging his wilding. Right? Because that's what happens. It's all hypocrisy. You wilding too, but you judging his wilding. What do? You send them up. Now the dudes that send them up, the people that like them don't call them rats. They pick and choose. And that's the part that annoys me about this whole shit. That people pick and choose who's the rat and who's not. When all I see is a field of everybody ratting on each other. It is what it is. But there is no loyalty in this game. Stay out of this fucking game. There's other ways to get paid. But if you're looking for honor amongst thieves, then you lost. Here we go. The arrest of El Mocomo caused immediate panic from federal police agencies that were receiving bribes to protect the Beltran Leyva brothers. The BLO, led by the Beltran Leyva brothers, had corrupted the highest level of that federal institution by paying monthly bribes of between $150,000 and $450,000. These bribes were supposed to see, shit is spelled wrong. These bribes were supposed to ensure that officials of the highest level were to provide leaks of sensitive information to the BLO. The day of El Mocomo's arrest, several high-ranking officials were very nervous. They had received reports that El Mocomo was going to be arrested by the military but could do nothing to avoid it. They expected the leadership of Arturo Beltran to call them to explain why Alfredo was arrested. Hector Beltran Leyva, El H, was upset with El Grande over the arrest of his brother Alfredo Beltran Leiva. Sergio Enrique Villarreal Barragán, El Grande, god damn! Salutes Kelly Price. Kelly Price, we hanging out today. We saying a lot of names in a complete succession across the board. That's what we on today. Rilo said this group of great knowledge. Salutes. What up, Shy? Just got on. Salutes to you, Kelly. We just saying long ass names today. All right. El Grande was a former Mexican federal police officer who worked as a lieutenant for Arturo Beltran Leiva. Again, he was a cop, another cop. He got his name El Grande, the big one, because he's 6'7" tall. El Grande was extradited to the United States on May 23rd, 2012, and may possibly be serving as a protected witness for the DNA. And when it's possibly and they don't know, it's pretty much the case. Although El Grande was not directly responsible for the security of El Mocomo, he oversaw the cartel relationship with the federal government, and the arrest caused suspicion for El Grande. This must be him here. He is bigger than them. He looked like that big Chinese dude that was scrapping yesterday. Who y'all got tonight in the fight? Y'all got Chito Vera or y'all got what's the cotton candy hair boy? I know his name. I just can't think of it right now. I got all these names in my shit. Mexican dudes be having the best nicknames. And sometimes it be girl names and shit, because they be busting each other's balls. I'll be like, listen, you're not calling me no girl name. Although El Grande was, Hector Beltran was resting at his home in Morelos when he was told about the arrest of El Mocomo, and became so upset that he took out a firearm from inside his waist and started shooting up to the ceiling while his escort looked on very nervous. He smashed a bottle of wine that was on top of a table against a European table that had been a gift from the Panista governor Marco Antonio Adame Castillo. Hector Beltran requested the immediate presence of his most trusted man, El Grande. He was brought in all the way from Puebla in a helicopter from the state police of Morelos. So he could just send the state police. There you go, Sean O'Malley. He could just send the state police to go pick your ass up. Just think about that. That's the shit that Crenshaw was surprised of. Like, he sent the police to pick you up. Yeah, they just call you local. Hey, I need you to go scoop Buddy up. Put the helicopter on top of his bedroom and get him in a helicopter and bring him here. That's crazy. Bananas. Let's see what we're working with here. Boom. With his eyes red from anger and anguish, Hector Beltran Leiva requested a quick explanation why his brother was arrested. He reminded El Grande about the millions of dollars in bribes that the cartel paid to ensure the protection of his family from many levels of the government. There was a clear understanding that his family would not be touched. Hector Beltran requested that El Grande conduct a complete, thorough investigation to find out who they had to kill. All right? So that's Hector right there. He's the one that started busting into the air. Okay? We ain't heard from him yet. It's Carlos. That's Arturo, the boss. And this is the one that got locked up, El Mocomo. El Grande started making phone calls to his contacts with the PGR. He spoke with Captain Fernando Rivera of the PGR. He arranged for a meeting in the city of Mexico to get the information on the arrest Alfredo Beltran Leiva in Culiacan. El Grande told him that Arturo Beltran Leiva was pissed off, very pissed off. Captain Rivera promised to give him a detailed report of the operation no later than the next day. The next day, Captain Rivera met with El Grande in a restaurant on Avenida Reforma, and the captain was also in the company of commanders Menton Cilia and Roberto Garcia. Rivera ordered the commanders to gather the information immediately in less than 24 hours. El Grande was given the names of supposed snitches. He was told it was 2 agents of the Ministerial Police in Sinaloa. Their prompt death was surely assured. That's it. Hit the button on their ass. Send them packing. That's all it took. Quit button. Rivera told El Grande that from 11 o'clock onwards, the special forces of the army would no longer be present. and that only 11 agents of the Federal Investigation Agency AFI would remain on the scene to provide security. He told El Grande that with the delivery of 1 million pesos for AFIs, as well as 3 million that would be to pay off Fernando Rivera and his people, it would be possible to get the cooperation of the security detail and allow an armored truck to break into the gate to give them access to the facility. They're trying to what? Break them out? What are we talking about here? After El Grande gave the information to his boss, Hector Beltran ordered El Grande to take immediate action to rescue his detained brother. El Grande gathered about 100 men that came from different parts of the country to the city of Mexico to carry out an assault of the headquarters where El Mocomo was being held. They were going to break him out, huh? Culiacanazo style. But El Grande ran into some problems. The top bosses of the Beltran Leyva clan, Joaquin Guzman Loera El Chapo and Ismael El Mayo Zambada, refused to authorize the rescue attempt. I wonder why. Can anybody guess? Because this was a betrayal. This was a betrayal. They explained that the conditions were not right for a rescue attempt. They further explained that Mocomo would have to be sacrificed. The assault had been planned for midnight on January 24th, but in the end, it did not take place because El Mocomo was transferred to the federal prison, Puente Grande. The refusal of El Chapo and El Mayo to help secure the freedom of Alfredo Beltran prompted bad blood between the brothers. Between the Beltran brothers. This caused the breakup of the two factions. This would be the start of the bloody war between the BLO and the Sinaloa Cartel. This is when El Grande brought up the notion that perhaps the people responsible for the arrest of El Mocomo were attributed to El Chapo Guzman and Mayo Zambada. It is believed that in the drug trafficking business where there is a blood alliance, it is virtually indestructible. El Mocomo was married to a cousin of El Chapo, but Arturo Beltran felt that blood alliance had been broken. And guess what? We know that those alliances break easier than we think. All you got to do is look at Juancho. I don't know if his last name was Guzman, but Juancho was his cousin. And he knew he was betraying Chapo and Chapo was betraying him. And it all ended bad. So, you know. From now on, he was going to have to be killed or arrested. Wait. El Mocomo was married to a cousin of El Chapo, but Arturo Beltran felt that blood alliance had been broken. From now on, he was going to have to be killed or arrested, for he did not care anymore the consequences. El Chapo and El Mayo knew that this would result in a war with the BLO, but they accepted the risk. They just wanted to move on. They either did not want to bring heat from the federal government, or perhaps they were working on another angle with the top levels of the federal government, or both. Then, there was the rumor that El Chapo had made a deal with the highest levels of the federal government that he would deliver El Mocomo in exchange for the release of his son, El Chapito. All right? It's a very selfish, lonely game out there, boy. You could talk all the family loyalty, should have held them down shit. This is a... people are throwaway in this business. This is disposable. People are disposable in this business. This is because think about that too. Chapo's notorious for this. Because what happened? Wasn't one of his sons snatched up by the BLO? And he didn't even snatch up somebody from the BLO. He snatched up somebody from Mencho so that he could pressure Mencho to go rescue his son from the BLO. Like, there's a lot of angles in there, man. That's not just, there's a lot of betrayal going on in there. So it's like when people pick sides and pick and choose who's the rat, who's the snitch, who stood 10 toes. Well, you gotta sift through the PDF files. You gotta sift through the betrayals. You gotta sift through all of it. Shout out Velez said El Mocomito shot up Chapo's mom's house. El Dos Banderas they call him. Dang, he wildin', huh? He pulled He did what they did to Yayo, shot up the crib and shit. Damn. So boom. Then there was the rumor that El Chapo had made a deal with the highest levels of the federal government that he would deliver El Mocomo in exchange for the release of his son El Chapito. At the end of April 2008, the same month that El Chapito was released, a shootout occurred in Culiacan. A house which allegedly belonged to the children of Arturo Beltran was targeted by elements of the federal police, supported by municipal police. Police. They use the police for everything. God damn. 5 sicarios and 2 ministerial police agents were killed during a fierce battle. Arturo Beltran accused the feds of serving as an armed wing for El Chapo and ordered his people to kill any federal police officer whenever they were found. He placed narcomantas, in which he wrote, policemen, soldiers, so that it is clear to you, El Mocomo continues to reign. Atención, Arturo Beltran Leiva. And also, wearing soldiers, little federal police forces, this place is the territory of Arturo Beltran. They send messages loud and clear, boy. Loud and clear. Arturo Beltran accused the feds. We just did that. By the end of April 2008, there was blood running down the streets of Culiacan after the demons were unleashed, causing a string of confrontations that in a month alone resulted in 1,156 executions. People are disposable in that business and the way it's handled. Shout out to the Wookiee. He's back. Salutes to you, Chung. Appreciate you being here, bro. Salutes. We on the road to 6,000 subs right now. We're on the road to 6,000 subs. We need like 15 more. Send Pebs back in here if she didn't hit the subscribe button. Let me see. Boom. Oh, no. 14 more. We need 14 more. But salute to you, Chung. Let's see. 1,156 executions. Just people was just nothing. You just throw them away. Throw them on a pyre and burn them up. It's crazy. Oh, we can't show that. Don't want to show that. Arturo Beltran assassinated the regional director of the PFP, Edgar Eusebio Milan. Milan was ambushed and killed when he arrived at his parents' house in a building located in a community in Guerrero. Although only a handful of people had access to the itinerary of Milan, the information was leaked from within the PFP to the BLO. Salutes Chunk Kicks on the move. El Mocomito is Mocomo's son. Last name Beltran Guzman. Shot up Chapo's mom's house because he thinks Chapo set his dad up. And somehow a blood relative. It's bananas, dog. It's a clusterfuck of confusion, chaos, and this deceitful fucking webs being weaved. Alright, let's skip this picture here. You wildin' with that. You wildin', little bug. Hopefully I don't get smacked by YouTube for that. I'm gonna cut that shit out later. The real revenge for Arturo Beltran came on May 8th, 2008. 5 SUVs loaded with sicarios surrounded a vehicle carrying Edgar Guzman, another son of El Chapo. Okay, we're about to get to this. This is crazy. J-Fam said Chung runs K-Town in L.A. Chung, it'd be bad business for you to try to come run K-Town in Chicago. That's an insider. That's an insider joke right there, but don't trip. We got you, Chung. It's all good, Wookie. Chung gonna hit somebody with a token tonight in the battle. All right, we're doing chat talk. Salutes to y'all. Hit the like button. Appreciate y'all for being here. Salutes to the 21 people in that building. Chapo's nephew. Let's say Chapo's nephew. Yeah, absolutely. It's crazy. Shit is wild. It's wild, dog. It's wild. And they do those things and they put those people together not just because they're around each other and people that are always around each other, make babies and shit. But they put them together to think that they're, it's just like Game of Thrones. You're making these fake alliances that you're going to break later anyway when things get heavy for you. You know what I mean? That's just the way the game is. J-Fan says Big King. The Big Pin. Blue Loke said it's rumored Mencho had the group unalived afterwards. Which group? Oh, the group. Yeah, I'm sure he did. You know what I'm saying? That guy ain't letting nobody, no survivors with that dude. It's a wrap. Right? Here we go. This right here is what I want to know. Let's see how dude covered it, because Jay also spoke about this in the last video. He said he was talking about, the confusion that happened and how they ended up getting Chapo's son. The real revenge for Arturo Beltran came on May 8th, 2008. 5 SUVs loaded with sicarios surrounded a vehicle carrying Edgar Guzman, another son of El Chapo, in a parking lot in Culiacan, Sinaloa. Edgar Guzman was unalived. 500 gunshots were fired along with a grenade deployed from a grenade launcher. In addition to the execution of Edgar, a nephew of the drug trafficker Cesar Loera was also killed. In Culiacan, the evil rage was unleashed. The local media did not dare report the news. Think about that. That's bananas. 48 is hyped right now. Salutes to you, 48. He said, finally we get to the Edgar story. Yo, salutes to you, 48. Jay spoke about it a little bit. He came and corrected somebody in the chat. I don't remember who it was. They said something. He was like, "No, this is what went down," and he kind of broke down, vaguely, quickly. Here we go. But think about that. Think about how bad it is that the news don't even want to report what happened. The news ain't the news when it's their news. Don't talk about it. The whole news building will come down. In Culiacan, the evil rage was unleashed. The local media did not dare report the news. They only did it 2 days later, attributing the information to newspapers and news agencies in Mexico City. Borderland Beat was the place where some information could be obtained. The blood of the son of El Chapo was still fresh on the ground when the cries from the leader of the Sinaloa cartel pledged that he would erase the name of Arturo Beltran from the face of the earth. Sorry, papas, that didn't happen. The murder of El Chapo's son was part of the same MO that unalived the police chief Milian. Milian had been the brain of the Secretary of Public Security, GGL, in many anti-drug operations. His death caused a change in the upper level of the structure of the PFP. Genaro Garcia Luna replaced Milan with an old friend with whom he had collaborated closely while working with the AFI. It was Geraldo Garay. But as things happen in Mexico from time to time, Garay only lasted a few months in that position. Garay was accused of serving two masters, the Beltran cartel and that of El Mayo Zambada. A judge ordered him to be formally apprehended in October 2008. Is this him looking crazy in front of the Starbucks? Or is that just a picture of some random dude looking crazy in front of a Starbucks? You tell me, I don't know. In December 2009, Inspector Edgar Enrique Vallaldo, who was a protected witness, was unalived at a Starbucks in Mexico City after he had confessed of colluding with organized crime by allowing infiltrations to the agency, tapping telephone calls to benefit specific cartels, allowing cartel operators to interrogate captured adversaries, and then presenting the arrestees as achievements of the PFP. All right? They were turning people over to the police. Play games if you want to. All right? Now, that ain't no different than the Iran-Contra scandal. You know what I'm saying? Jay was talking about that the other day. He was talking about what if America was right? What if we needed to win those little wars? But this is the same thing. The government is involved. They're helping one side against another side. And when they decide that that side ain't it no more, they go after that side too. So, while in. That was segment 2. Salute to y'all for being here. We getting the information right now. I feel bad for 48 because it didn't get into deep details of the Edgar story as we probably wanted or expected. But I want to do a video specifically about that story. So if you guys know where there's information, please share it with me. Drop it in the Discord. I'm going to go looking for my own information. I want to look into the Edgar Guzman story and see what happened there. Because again, it was a mistake. He was killed by mistake. All right. Now we're going to get to segment 3, which was the segment we were going to start with. I'm glad we didn't, which was the Barbie segment. Let me see. Boom. Y'all still with me? Y'all still with me? Salutes. Hope everybody's enjoying this Saturday. All right, let's see what we got here. Bam, bam, bam. So, boom, that was that one. I'm going to go to the next page. Wow. I'm sure there was things leading up to Mokomo's arrest that both sides were probably annoyed with about each other. And again, we've heard Peter speak about it. Peter Flores said that, he felt like Arturo was a good man. They got jealous of him. And again, like I said, you got to do loyal to you. But the moment they feel like, hey, maybe this guy's lining us up, you're out of there. All right, so now let's bring up segment 3, which is the letter of La Barbie. And it is segment 3. Here we go. The Letter of La Barbie by Bugs for Borderland Beat, segment 3. In the last segment, we touched a little on Alfredo Beltran Leiva, El Mocomo, and El Grande. I'm not going through his 30 names again. Who were both extradited to the U.S. Both have a lot of knowledge about corruption with the Mexican government and could sink GGL during his trial if they chose to testify against him. It is believed that El Grande is possibly a protected witness and most likely will testify in the trial of Garcia Luna. Today we will talk about another high-level capo, La Barbie. Edgar Valdez Villarreal La Barbie is a U.S. citizen and was a high-ranking lieutenant of the once powerful criminal cartel, the Beltran Leiva organization. Valdez was born and raised in Laredo, Texas, and his nickname La Barbie was derived due to his white skin, blue eyes, and facial features. La Barbie was the leader of the security detail of Arturo Beltran Leiva. J-Fam said, where's La Barbie at right now? He is in federal custody, and nobody knows where he at because he's testifying. And he's working for the government. It's basically what he's doing. When he pops up again, we'll know more, but from my understanding, he's a witness. And he's a ghost right now. I'm a ghost. But supposedly that's where he's at. Boom, boom, boom. Yeah, this guy right here can connect all of these guys. La Barbie managed to corrupt high-level officials of the government of former President Felipe Calderón who are accused of having links with the Sinaloa cartel and the Beltran Leiva organization. It was revealed through Mexican journalist Anabel Hernandez that La Barbie was an informant for the DEA and the FBI in the United States, while at the same time he was a participant in the corruption of Calderón. In essence, La Barbie was described in U.S. court documents as a two-sided coin with the same face. J-Fam said he switched up a su madre. J-Fam, what I've learned doing this channel is that that's the game. They all switched up, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a tactic. We're not talking about me and you go hit a liquor store right now and I rat you out. That's not what we're talking about. These dudes play the game that way, man. They use the police that way. It's just what it is. Let's do that again. Let's do that again right here. La Barbie was an informant for the DEA and the FBI in the United States. All right? You following me? Follow this, J-Fam. In the United States, at the same time, he was a participant in the corruption of Calderón. In essence, La Barbie was described in U.S. court documents as a two-sided coin with the same face. All right? There's people right now that will argue for this man in the chat. Not in the chat, in the comments. Argue for this man. He was the strongest, the biggest, he was a fucking informant on both sides of the fence during and before the video we just saw of them snatching him up. All right? So before they snatched him up, Buddy was already on the take. All right, salute so. He was a collaborator with officials of the government of Felipe Calderón who are allegedly providing confidential information to the Sinaloa Cartel and BLO. The information leaked to organized crime included the identities, photographs, and locations of DE. So he was playing both sides. He was a double agent. Might have been a triple agent. Either way, he wasn't agent enough to save himself. And that's why right now he's wearing a mask somewhere like Nicky Barnes, telling stories. Telling everything everybody needs to know. The information leaked to organized crime included the identities, photographs, and locations of DEA agents who were working undercover in numerous parts of the Mexican territory, thus putting their lives at risk. J-Fam said, cold game indeed. Bullshit, it's all bullshit, you ask me. Salutes J-Fam, Alley Boy, I saw that. You said a Chicagonero from I don't know where you at now. But salutes to you, Alley Boy. Appreciate you being here. Salutes to everybody in here. If you haven't hit the like button, please do. If you have yet to subscribe, please do. We are about 14 subscribers away from 6,000. Right? 4,000 subscribers. 14 subscribers. No, 13. We are 13 subscribers away from 6,000. So please, if you have yet to subscribe and you're hearing my voice right now, please hit the subscribe button so that we can have, a monumental moment today. You know what I'm saying? Keep it moving. Let's see. In 2009, the federal Mexican government of Felipe Calderón turned against the BLO and started to dismantle the organization. Mexican police raided his rental homes where they located grenades, automatic weapons, and police uniforms. In June 2010, La Barbie was indicted in a U.S. court on charges of trafficking thousands of kilos of cocaine from Mexico into the U.S. It is believed he was trafficking about 1 ton of cocaine per month. We need to ask Jay if that's impressive. Jonathan Patoja said, unrelated question. Is the TTS Power Chat working? For some people it works, for some it don't. We've been having problems with it. Are you having a problem with it? Just let me know. That way I could tell the company, because these companies are kind of hard to deal with. They don't have you can't go online and find information. You gotta go on their Discord and shit. So if you're having a problem with the supposedly Power Chat, you're able to do Square and Google Pay, and supposedly Stream Labs, you're able to do PayPal and credit cards and all that good stuff. But they seem to suck. So let me know if they're not working for you. J-Fam said, you ever heard of Renegade Media? I have. I enjoy some of his stuff. He does reviews just like you, and it would be cool to see you both collab. I've been thinking about that. There's a couple of things I'd like to talk to him about. It's just been busy around here, but I'm definitely looking into that. Him, and there's a couple of other people that I'd like to talk to too. And not just Cartel people. Again, I'm gonna reach out to the people at Finnegan's Take, see what they're thinking. If we can get that back, because I'd like to do Finnegan's Take. J-Fam, if you didn't know, when we were doing Finnegan's Take, it was the story of a corrupt cop in Chicago who probably doesn't feel so corrupt right now. But he was a corrupt cop in Chicago. He was the head of a gang unit, and he robbed a bunch of people. He went to jail, and he's tied into the Flores twins case. And he had a podcast. I was covering his podcast. They hit me for a copyright. They didn't let me do it. Jonathan Pantoja also said it's not working. J-Fam, you see the Power Chat? I be having mad problems with the Power Chat over here. I gotta go over there and holla at Zaya how I could fix this. But I appreciate y'all for trying. Sorry it's not working. But I was doing their podcast and they shut me down for copyright. But then the guy that did it reached out to me and said he's going to try to get me back on it because he liked what I was doing. So I'm going to reach out to them because I would like to do that and then and then try to get Jerome Finnegan on the show. We'll see if I can pull that off. But those are the things I want to do. There's cops I want to talk to. I don't know if you guys see that cop on TikTok, Matt Thornton. He tries to change cops' attitudes about how they react to people in the street. I like to talk to him. There's a lot of people I like to talk to. But Renegade Media is dope. I enjoy his shorts. I catch a video from him every now and then. Salutes to him. All right, let's see what where I was at right here. Shout out Big June. Shout out J-Fam. Shout out Old Soul. Jonathan Pantoja. Ali Boy. 030. I'm sure you're out there. Chucky Chingon, wherever he's at. Salutes to Velez. Salutes to Blue Loke. The Wookiee in the building. Kelly Price. Rilo. Appreciate you guys for being here. Servando Valenzuela. Salutes to you. Appreciate you guys being here. All right. Let's see. On August 30th, 2010, the Barbie was arrested. Did I just do this? No. Ali Boy said, Shaitanero, kicking it in San Jose, California. Salute, Shayo. Salutes to you, Ali Boy. Appreciate you, man. In that good California, that San Jose weather out there, huh? Salutes. On August 30th, 2010, La Barbie was arrested by Mexican federal police in Mexico City. On September 30th, 2015, he was extradited to the USA. In June of 2018, he was sentenced to 49 years in a U.S. federal prison. That's a lot. In November of 2022, Borderland Beat was the first to report that La Barbie was no longer listed in federal prison custody. The website of the Federal Bureau of Prisons listed him as a not in BOP custody. That means he's talking to grand juries all over this grand country. There was speculation that perhaps he was set free. I am certain that is not the case. La Barbie is most likely housed in an undisclosed facility and with full protection, as he will most likely play a central role in the trial against Garcia Luna, GGL. The U.S. government has a vested interest in ensuring that nothing happens to their star witness. Borderland Beat has known for years of the corruption between these cartels and the Mexican government, but not until his arrest by Mexican authorities that he was ready to talk. In November of 2012, La Barbie wrote a letter. Strawberry Letter 23. Let's read this. The letter. Below is full text of the letter delivered on November 27, 2012 to Grupo Reforma and subsequently made public. The letter was also sent to journalist Anabel Hernandez. Jonathan Pandoja said, I tried to send a little something to help the chat instead of YouTube, but it doesn't seek to work, and I don't want to mess up that interesting. No, we're good. Don't worry about it. We're going to get it figured out. I'm going to holler at the Content King and see if he knows how I can fix my problem. Velez said, SJ on here. SJ who? What am I missing? What am I missing? Here's the letter. I want to state first that I did not agree to take part in the protected witness program. Likewise, I categorically deny the accusations and statements made by the arresting governmental agencies regarding the manner in which my detention was carried out, and that the truth of the facts is the following. My arrest was the result of a political persecution by President Felipe Calderón. Calderón initiated an attack against me because I refused to form part of the agreement that Mr. Calderón wanted to have with all the organized crime groups. He personally held several meetings to have talks with various groups of organized crime. All right? J-Fam said, I said money to it, didn't play, but don't worry about it. See, that's my thing. It never works. It never rings. I never get a record of it. I'll pull this up right here. Let me see. It shows Fernando's super chat from whatever date that was. Oh, did this shit just freeze? From 2024, the 6th. I don't even know what today is. But look, I'll refresh this shit. Streamlabs too, bullshit. I get nothing. So I'll figure it out. And if there's bread in there, I'll send it back. So you can send it back. But here we go. Fernando, and then we had Tory Greenfield. I don't know what's happening. And I tried it the other day on Google Pay. It didn't even take no bread from me. So your money's probably still safe. But I'll keep y'all posted, man. I got to holler at Isaiah, see what's up with this. Because this is, I need that to work. Anyways, alright, so he's copping out. He's saying, I didn't do what Buddy wanted me to do. Salute Upper Echelon in the chat. Hundreds up. Um, he personally held several meetings to have talks with various groups of organized crime. Subsequently, numerous meetings were held through General Mario Arturo Acosta Chaparro, who met by order of the president and Juan Camilo Moriño, with two of the leaders of the family Michoacana. Later, the general also met in Matamoros with Heriberto Lascano, El Lasca, and Miguel Ángel Trevino, El Z40, leader of Los Zetas. Sometime later, Acosta Chaparro and Moriño met with Arturo Beltrán Leiva, El Balbas, leaders of the BLO, and also met with El Chapo Guzman, leader of the Sinaloa cartel. So he's saying he met with everybody. Velez, Ali Boy said, "Que hubo, homie, here on the east side, Rancho Verde, salutes." Oh, okay, SJ on here. I got you. Let's see what's popping. San Jose, I got you. It's a California thing going on. Salutes to all my California people. Calderon wanted to forge agreements with all of the cartels. Los Zetas, the Gulf Cartel, me, the Juarez Cartel, Vicente and Mayo and Chapo, Sinaloa Cartel. Since he did not receive a response from me, and because I did not want to have collaborations with any other criminal groups, Calderon initiated a directed persecution against me. He ordered several searches of my home without a legal warrant. They stole money, jewelry, cars, as well as numerous other belongings. Shout out 323G, usual suspect in the building. All right, let's see. So he's not just putting it on GGL, he's putting that shit on the El Presidente. GGL, head of the Federal Public Security Secretariat since at least 2002, first in the AFI and then in the PFP, received money from me in various occasions as a result of drug trafficking and having knowledge it was coming from organized crime. A select group that included Armando Espinosa de Benito, who was collaborating with the DEA and provided me sensitive information. Other government officials that received money from me were Luis Caldenas Palomino, Elgar Eusebio, Milan Gomez, Francisco Javier, 70 fucking names. I can't do it. I'm not doing it. 30 names per. It's hold on, we're gonna count them right now. You ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. 24 fucking names. 4 people. Let me see. 24 names and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 people, 24 names. Among them, they claimed that they were tasked in arresting me in some operation, but in reality, they had the instructions to kill me. At the time of my arrest, which was carried out at my home, as reported by the media, I was alone. We saw you, you was thirsty. They say I was arrested without firing a single gunshot on that day, but the truth was there was gunfire. A federal policeman who was the same one who took me in custody urged me to run so that he could shoot me and be able to claim that he was repelling an attack. They intended to kill me just like they did to Aron Arturo Gines Becerril. Gines Becerril was killed in the vicinity of the Perisul shopping center. He was shot numerous times in the back on the same day I was arrested. So what if the video that we just saw when he was thirsty and they were like, let's take him over there so he feels better. They were walking him off field style. What if they made him run, dance? You know what I'm saying? Start busting at him. It's quite possible. I mean, they're a gang too. I mean, there's no difference between them and him. They was hoping he died of thirst there. You know what I'm saying? Shout out Big Juice and hit that like button, everybody. Gracias. It's free, by the way. It is. In fact, it is free to hit that like button. So y'all should hit that shit. Wow. So I don't not believe that they didn't bust at him. You know what I'm saying? I'm sure they had their fun with him. Salute Blue Loke. Says salute, brother. Salute to you. Let's see. Among them, they claimed that they were tasked. No, we saw that. Everything was covered up by the PF. It is worth mentioning that despite the background of GGL, who was looking at numerous criminal charges, and of which the American government is already aware of, was directly involved, They even have knowledge of other issues that were talked about during the review of the Merida Initiative. I already have access to the most recent testimony of the collaboration of protected witness Mateo Sergio Villarreal, that is being held by Presidente Felipe Calderon without criminal charges being brought against him prior to his extradition. It should be noted that in all the arrests made by the federal police, nothing is confiscated as evidence. Everything is stolen. Money, watches, vehicles, drugs, I believe that. None of that shit's put in a little plastic bag and stored in and stored in the evidence locker. That chain of custody don't exist. Them Rolexes is somebody's crib. It is necessary to point out that both the Mexican Army and the Secretary of the Navy tend to be more honest. They detain who they are supposed to and make them available to the proper authorities. I could have easily done what they do, but they, the Mexican government public officials I mentioned, are also part of the criminal structure of this country. Signed, Edgar Valdez Villarreal. It don't say La Barbie right there. Right? But he said they are part of the criminal structure of this country. Right? Meaning, them, us, same thing. Right? But whose betrayal is worse? Right? The criminal tells you he's the criminal, right? The government tells you they're your savior. You know? The government tells you they're your savior, and then they put the noose around your neck. You know what I mean? So, wow. All right. We got through that. Salute to y'all for fucking hanging out. But Buddy's about to expose the whole government. So, J-Fam, that's why we don't know where he's at. But it's like, what good is it? There's new bribes in place. New politicians in place. New people in there, you know? Got the, dear Mr. President, tell me what to do. This guy wrote a letter about the president, boy. Salute to y'all. Appreciate y'all hanging out. But let's say you ever see the video of them arresting El Raton. His closet was raided. All you see was empty Rolex boxes. Who's El Raton though? Because on this channel, in the comments, they call everybody El Raton. But who's El Raton? But I have seen raids. I've seen American raids where it's just empty Rolex boxes. And what they don't understand is that box is worth some money. Keep the box. What kind of reseller are you? What kind of unauthorized dealer are you? You don't keep the box. How rude. So salutes to Velez. I appreciate you sending me that link. Yeah, that it was the same one that I had. It's the same letter that I had. Ovidio Guzman. Why do they call him that? So him too? Like, this isn't... It is known. It is known. All right, man. Let's get a little something before we get out of here. Let me see. Again, it's fight night. Main card starts 9 p.m. Before then, I'll be at Sneaker Scandals checking out a sneaker battle. Yeah, Chapo's son. It's crazy why they would call him that. I guess they know something that we don't know, or do they know something that just I don't know, everybody else knows? Because I don't know. I have no clue. Wow. Bananas. So, J-Fam asked an important question. He said, hey, where's La Barbie? We don't know. We know why we don't know, but we don't know where he is. Like the Speedy Gonzalez? Is that what's happening? Or is he Slowpokes Morales? What was Slowpoke's name? Remember Slowpoke? That was funny. Let's see. Wow. Well, we got some more info on La Barbie on here. We pulled a La Barbie video out of that. We've got a 2-hour stream. That was his nickname, not because he was a snitch. I have to ask. In this game, I have to ask. Because the amount of picking and choosing that goes around, it's like, and I'm like, why they call dude that? Listen, I don't even want. Yeah, like that's weird. It's weird. So they make all these corridos for these dudes and stuff like that, but they won't mention the part where they're cooperating. So I don't get it. Shout out Headstone Restoration. Should throw up the thumbs up, hit that like button. Salutes Headstone Restoration. Salute to your business. Salute to your business. As a matter of fact, we in the business of we gonna get us we copping a headstone for the homie soon, very soon. Upper Echelon say, hey bro, he turned straight Christian and whole Bible studies. His sister was a prosecutor in Southern Texas. So LaBarbie's Christian and wherever he's at right now, he got a Bible study. He turned Christian and got a Bible study, but did he? Here's my question: Did he ever? Do you think he ever held anybody from water? You think he ever tortured somebody? Because he looked like he needed a drink of water when the police got there. And as far as I'm concerned, if you deny somebody water, you got a hell of a lot of nerve being thirsty. You know what I mean? So good for him with his Bible study, and he turned straight Christian and held Bible. But when though, like in this time that he's been in prison, when was this? When was this letter written? He's in Coleman, Florida, dropout yard. Boom. This nigga got info. You dropping info over here. J-Fam. You was asking earlier where he's at? Jay just gave you the whole shit right there. He's in Coleman, dog. Dropout yard. Doing his Bible study. Well, did they mention any of this in the corridos is my question, though. Do they talk in the corridos about them, being double agents and triple agents and quadruple agents and, the cartel, Cartell. You hear that part. Again, let me drop some more links in the chat. For those, he wasn't accepted into witness protection because he's killed witnesses. Well, there you go. So I can't sympathize with his thirst. How much times have you interviewed the Flores twins? Because it seems like they're always on your channel. Many times, Nathan. Many times. Let's see. We did February 5th. Or was it the 3rd? It might have been the 3rd. Then we did the next week, which was the Super Bowl. And then we had an impromptu one last Friday. Something like that. It's good. We're getting good work out of it. Nobody else is getting the answers that we're getting. That's why we should be getting more views. And, somebody else puts them on their channel. They get 10,000 views overnight. But it is what it is. I'm grinding. They helping. It is what it is. J-Fam says salutes. There you go, J-Fam. They forgot to add that part. No, Big June said to the corrido, they forgot to add that part. Happens, right? Can't remember everything, bro. Sometimes you just forget about the part where, where you was testifying on the government and the cartel and everybody involved. Upper Echelon said, I get the alert. How many of y'all got yesterday YouTube acted funny on me. I don't know, man. They don't be notifying people, but I will throw out these links right here so y'all can catch these other videos. If you haven't watched these other videos, we got playlists for Cartel Wives, playlist for Surviving El Chapo. Please do me the favor, if you have yet to, if there's a video on this channel you haven't watched, today's the perfect day to do it. All right. Also, tell a friend to tell a friend. We are about 13 subs away from 6,000. And I think we deserve it. Let me see. Yeah, we're still 13. Still 13. Holding strong, that 13. Is it true Miles is diabetic and has... People got mad questions in the comments. We in the live chat over here. But I do list those questions, and I'll keep the list going. So for the next time that the twins come on, we can have questions lined up. Rilo said when LaBarbie proffered, they would not give him a reduction. But about a week before Garcia Luna's trial was supposed to start, he disappeared from BOP custody. Big June says Zach TV videos are on point. Shy, salute to you, Big June. That shit annoyed me. Also, we got and none of this stuff is over a year old, man. All this stuff is new. This channel is very young. Got this true crime playlist too. We got like 80 something videos in there. But yeah, that Zach TV was a heavy story, dog. People like talking a lot of shit. Then everybody backs up in the bushes like Homer Simpson. Somebody dies over it, or they double down. Nathan Wallace said, "Have you ever covered BMF in depth?" No, I have not. It's interesting that the Flores twins dismissed LaBarbie as a fictional kingpin. I don't think they did that. I think you took it that way. And more of a Sicario. See, you guys throw around words like kingpin. They do too. Listen, somebody said here, the biggest kingpin about LaBarbie, the biggest kingpin the United States or the world, I think it said, has ever known. They say these things. This is all newspaper talk, man. And we buy into it as a people. You know what I'm saying? Kingpins are kingpins, I get it. You know what I'm saying? But if you're gonna ask me about the top over there was Mayo, Chapo, you know, and whoever branched from them. And the dudes that was down lower, they was getting money too, and they was making big. But we're talking about all the way to the top, you know. Once you all the way to the top, that other stuff seems irrelevant. So I don't think they looked at him as or said he was a fictional kingpin. Again, I understand what you're saying, though. The twins dismissed LaBarbie as a fictional kingpin and more of a Sicario who was a ruthless leader of a hit squad. But he was, and he's so dope. He was, and he had a good plug. The person he was protecting. The person he was the Sicario for. Headstone Restoration said, just thought it was funny. My girl doing her makeup said, Crocodile Lurking by Queensland Beach. Thought it was funny, Shy. Huh? Just thought it was funny. My girl doing her makeup said Crocodile Lurking by Queensland Beach. Thought it was funny, Shy. I don't know what the hell you're talking about, Headstone, but salutes to you. Appreciate you. Velez said dude wasn't a kingpin, just like Chino Anthrax wasn't. They all have their place in the organization, absolutely. Big June said only visited Chicago once for the summer in the early 90s. It always felt like a second home to me. Originally from East Oakland. Salutes to East Oakland, man. Whenever you come out to Chicago, you let me know, dog. Headstone said, she saw a video. My bad to interrupt. I love listening. Salutes to you, Headstone. You can interrupt. We just got to know what the fuck you talking about. Salutes to you, Big June. Upper Echelon said Barbie was a top lieutenant, but to kill and protect. Top guy, but not the same. There you have it, Nathan. There you have it. Barbie was a top lieutenant, but to kill and protect. Top guy, but not the same. There it is. There it is. But they use these words. Again, I saw it earlier. They were like the greatest, biggest in the world. I'm like, damn, I done heard about 60 the greatest bigots already. And raton means the mouse. Yeah, I know what it means, Blue Low. Oh, they're not calling him a rat. Yeah, I'm saying though, they got to be very careful with them words, because with all of this cooperating as a tactic, and with all of these pawns going the way of Feech Lamada, when somebody on that side calls somebody a raton, I have to question why. And I was gonna say, damn, I didn't hear nothing about dude cooperating, but evidently it's because he's the little mouse. A little Speedy Gonzalez mouse. You know? Again, so boom, we got those other playlists. Make sure you guys do your best to check out any video that you guys have not seen yet on this channel. I got a lot to offer. There will be more. I'm going into the numbers where it's kind of, I'm gonna start reaching out to sponsors and see what we can do on that end. I get a couple sponsors on board and things will grow even bigger around here. Nathan Wallace said the twins said that La Barbie was more of a Sicario as the head of a. You are, but here's my thing with you, Nathan. And I again, I've had these conversations with you, and at first I didn't know how to handle you. I handle you a lot better now. You are extremely literal when we speak, right? And he just clarified again. He was more of a Sicario because he said, yeah, he was a top guy, but his job was his job. He was the top guy to do what he was supposed to do. So Nathan says the twins said that La Barbie was more of a Sicario as head of the Arturo Beltran Leyva than a businessman. Absolutely. The Flores say he was more like Chino Anthrax. But I agree that the newspaper media sensationalize stories and make them seem like a Hollywood film. Not only the media, but these guys themselves that want to have films written about them. You think they want to tell you the story where they look bad and they're testifying? They want to tell you the story when they're strong and you know what I'm saying? And that's what he had a movie made with I think Danny Trejo's in it. There's a bunch of people in it. But I understand what you're saying, Nathan, and that's exactly what Jay clarified up here, where he said he was the guy to do what he was supposed to do. And they sensationalize his name, just like he was saying, and I've learned this. Like I did a college show, Indianapolis somewhere maybe, Indianapolis might have been Indianapolis, some college. It was on the front lawn. You know what I'm saying? DMX, me, Nonstop. Poe, do the show. Show's great. Knock it out the park. Crowd, rowdy as shit. Dog gets there, rowdier. We leave. We go to the hotel. We chilling. No big deal. Next morning, we all getting phone calls. There was a riot. They said you guys and everybody got arrested. And it's like none of that ever happened. It was all over the news, though. None of that ever happened. So any little thing that happens to somebody that's not directly involved to the cartel associate, remember, they just throw that shit around all the time. But again, I understand what the twins are saying when they're saying these people had their positions and they were huge in that, and they hustled on the side of that job too. You know what I mean? Upper Echelon said, let's list all the people who cooperated, who were part of the cartel, and let's make a list of those who haven't. The first one we'll start off with is Ovidio Guzman, Raton. 100% he is cooperating. There you go. Jay says he's cooperating. I would love to make a list. I'd love to make a family tree of all the cartel, and then with the asterisk next to the ones that cooperated. Arturo loved La Barbie until he didn't. He would be with him at his side 24/7. He even slept with him at his feet. Big June said, didn't El Chapo write a letter or something like that to his kids to cooperate? That's the time to do it. I don't know that Nathan doubts. I just think Nathan processes the information, a little differently than we would. Let me see. But I agree. The newspapers, he agreed. I mean, it just... But you said it right here. Barbie was a top lieutenant, but to kill and protect. Top guy, but not the same. Top guy in his job. I don't doubt what it said. Chapo's son is cooperating. Upper Echelon said it would be a long night. I got time, man. I got, I need I'm gonna make this family tree. It's gonna go down. But don't spoil these guys in the chat, man. Hold on to this. Hold on. Yeah, everybody get your questions out, but hold on to that shit till the next time they come on. We'll promote that shit and we'll talk about it, all right? But I want to do that family tree because this shit is bananas. Everybody done talk to everybody around here, right? It would be a long night. That's the night for the 24-hour stream to list everybody that's cooperated, all right? You making the bet on Jay, you making the bet on what's going to be... Which list going to be longer? The ones that stood down or the ones that cooperated? Which list is going to be longer? I got a feeling I know which is which. I got a feeling. But, and this guy that took out witnesses and kept people thirsty, got a Bible study now in the joint. Good for him. I can't I can't feel sorry for his thirst. Rilo says, Shy, your sense of humor is out. Salutes to you, bro. I appreciate y'all being here. All right, man. We're going to be getting out of here. I appreciate you guys. Make sure you hit the like button on the way out. Make sure you hit the subscribe if you have yet to. Let me see if there's any updates or developments on the status of our... as long as they talk here, right, Shy? Absolutely. Jay said, the ones who don't, we can do in a minute. That's a short list, huh? Very, very short list. Salutes to Big June. As long as they talk here, right? I appreciate them whenever they come on. But I'd like for us to make sure that we optimize it on this channel so that this channel grows and we get more eyeballs on the information. Nathan Wallace said, but I know what you're saying, that every organization is structured for individuals to hold specific positions, much like the United States government, and LaBarbie and Chino Anthrax did their job well. That's it. They had a job. And once they were expendable, they were expended. That's just the game. That's just how it is. Boom, boom, boom. I appreciate you guys. Hundreds up in the chat. We're going to be getting out of here. Nathan said, and the Flores twins never wanted to be gangsters, but businessmen in that world, which they were groomed to do from a young age. Absolutely. Appreciate you, Headstone Restoration. Thank you. I appreciate you and your time, sir. I'm going to cut this up. We got a LaBarbie video out of this. I'll drop this off this week and put this out. Tonight's fights. Tomorrow back to work. And it is what it is. I hope everybody enjoys their weekend. Y'all have a great time. Upper Echelon said, that's funny. How do they know? How do you know they did their job well? The only reason you think they did their job was because they put it on songs. And also because you just said right here, Mr. Upper Echelon, Barbie was a top lieutenant, but to kill and protect. Top guy, but not the same. I think that's where he got that from. I could be wrong. So you continue doing what you do. Salutes 323G. Usual suspect. Hundreds up in the chat. I'm going to throw my hundreds up in the chat. I appreciate everyone for being here today. I didn't even finish my one voodoo range. I've been talking so much shit. Again, you guys, I wasn't expecting to go live today, but I wanted to hang out with y'all, and we're live. Again, we're going to be at the Sneaker Scandals, so the link is in there, the Sneaker Scandals. I'll drop the link one more time. We're going to be over there for a battle tonight. Sneaker battle for those that are into the fuck shit. Sit around and watch YouTube or listen to YouTube and enjoy shoes and like a sneaker battle. I'll be at Sneaker Scandals. I'll try to get the Power Chat up and the Streamlabs chat up next week and figure that out. When are you doing the Chino Anthrax video? Man, I'm gonna put up a channel in the Discord where people could give me content suggestions and I can keep track of them. And we can add, as a community, information to it that'll help me make the video better. So soon. We just got this LaBarbie done. We had done a couple of things where we talked about LaBarbie and people asked questions, and I wanna talk about the shit that y'all wanna know about. So now I know a little bit more than I did yesterday. But let's say dude has some crazy assignments and hell of a lifestyle. I wanna know about it. I wanna talk about it here. Again, I appreciate y'all for being here. We had a good time. We kicked it. I had fun. I hope y'all have fun. We'll go longer next time. Next time I see y'all, it should be the 6,000 subscriber celebration stream. That'll happen this week sometime. I'm sure by tomorrow we'll have our 6,000. And we'll throw our little 6,000 party. Maybe it falls on my birthday. My birthday's coming up. I'll do a live for that too. Maybe we kill two birds with one stone. We'll see what happens. It is what it is. I appreciate you guys per usual. Looking for something to bump on the way out. Headstone Restoration said, I want to go get pizza from Shy, man. I've never been. Hopefully soon. I just did a DoorDash and I started thinking about Shy. I heard the pizza is also joint. Yes, pizza in Chicago. Listen, we could have the New York-Chicago fight all day long. And I could get you a New York slice of Chicago. So, we kill two birds with one stone. Salutes Upper Echelon was my birthday, the 14th, sir. But I don't usually celebrate. I usually work through my birthday because the destination is always, well, it's not a destination, but the mission is always at hand. So I don't celebrate often, but when I do, I celebrate, and I think I'm gonna take a couple of days to have a good time around here. So that's what's happening. All right. Headstone said, "I'll check in next time. Recommend me a place to go." Absolutely, dog. We'll go. We'll make a vlog out of it. Happy B-Day. God bless. Stay tuned for sure. I appreciate you. Y'all stick around. We got more to come. I'm gonna be dropping part 3, maybe tonight. Part 3 of Jay's last Q&A. Yeah, probably tonight or tomorrow. We need things on a Sunday. The weekends be slow on YouTube. So we're gonna keep that. We're gonna keep it moving around here. This is what we do. Keep it moving around here. All right, let me see. What can I pull out of here? Yeah, let's do this. I'm partnering
up with Adobe.
I'm going to do At the End of the Day, and I'm going to do Know That You're Loved. I'm going to play Know That You're Loved on the way out because the world needs more love, man. The world needs more love. Shit's sad out here. Again, I appreciate you all. Thank you for being here. Salutes to the usual suspects. Make sure y'all go check out the Ill shop. Make sure y'all hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. You guys is dope. We have a good conversation. Y'all are respectful. I appreciate you guys for being here. I will see y'all soon. All right? Peace. Wrong track. That happens every now and then, you know what I'm saying? It's a one-man show around here. Here we go. End of the day. There it is. No biggie. Peace. Smoke them if you got them. Have a drink. Have a hug. Much love. Salute Philly 500 pounds. Peace out, y'all. Salute Jay for his time. Appreciate you, Mr. Flores. Said and done, all that matters is that you won. You push yourself to your purpose, you persevere through the slums, maneuver smooth through the hustle, you careful making your runs. Everyone packing pistols, stay safely behind your gun. Make sure you got your own back, them busters run. Don't end up doing long time, cause busters sung. Looks like loyalty's a thing of the past, and these gangster flicks and rap vids got y'all gas. So when the lead start flying, my guess is that's your ass. Cause death will let no man pass. My circle is small and for the living, the strong and unforgiving. No nonsense, the driven, each one obsessed with winning. Settle for less is bullshit, I want it all. Take yours, cut it all up and give to the poor. Sit back, watch the fireworks and witness the war. At the day's end, I want more. At the end of the day, when it all goes away, nothing left to see here, nothing else to say. When the crowd goes up, put the playlist on, let the sound go up. For the drama, you ain't got no beef, and I ain't got no time, cause I don't get no sleep, and I don't need help, only I can do me, and I'ma be fine, cause I wasn't born weak. See, the world ain't mine, cause I wasn't born meek, but I walk this planet for the things that I seek. I suffer in the gutter, push my being to the brink, create what wasn't there, bring life to what I think, blow my cloud in the air, keep my consciousness in sync, my instincts well aware, prepared to throw the kitchen sink, keep fighting till it's finished, till the whole shit sink, till I hit rock bottom, bounce back and reach peak. Back in my proper placement, ready for shit I'm facing. Still feeling alive, cause my heart's still racing. My mind's still moving towards the peace I'm chasing. Tomorrow's not promised, so motherfuck patience. At the end of the day, when it all goes away, nothing left to see here, nothing else to say. When the cloud goes up, put the playlist on, let the sound go up. Till the crowd show up, when the crowd come down, put it right back up and fly. Put the cloud back up and fly. Put it right back up and fly. The blunts I roll lift the cloud off my soul. soul and help me understand exactly where I'm supposed to go. Help me make a stand, know what I'm supposed to know. See through the facade, try to let my anger go. Life goes on, another show, another town, some other clowns, some other hoes. But the only thing that matters waiting on me back at home. Legacy building in the midst of menacing villains, murdering children like the killings become a thrilling. The rush of bloodlust, women, baby, civilians. Land gon' become sand from all the graves that they filling. Bodies in the lake, other shake on the sidewalk. Yellow crime tape, nothing fake, no outline chalk. Just a kid meeting his fate, knowing his time gone. Bleeding out, hearing the screams of his crying grandma. Dying inside, cause she know that her grandchild gone. So there's nothing left to say.
At the end of the day, when it all goes away, nothing left to see here, nothing else to say. When the cloud goes up, put the playlist on, let the sound go up. Till the cloud show up, when the cloud come down, put it right back up and fly. Put the cloud back up and fly. Put it right back up and fly.
When it's hard to see the road in the distance, when the only thing you know is you're distant. When it's hard to hold your soul when you lift it, when you're broken and you can't leave your kids shit. You try, but your eyes tell lies, your smile's a disguise. No one knows you dying inside. When it hurts to feel, when you're bothered by the world, it's real. When you're staring at that bottle of pills, the bottom of that bottle of swill, the wrong end of that cold black steel, the great unknown. When everywhere but here's like home. You a man now but don't feel grown. Pushed through existence, current comfort zone is indifference. So uncomfortable in your skinness, hurting everybody you live with. When you're feeling like it's time you should end this, know that you're loved. Know that you're loved. Know that you're loved. Just know that you're loved. 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 Know that you're needed. Know that you're necessary. You just depleted. You can be legendary. You not beneath it. You can get over. We can ride in and thieve it. Soak up a sunrise. Stare at a blue sky. Feel something brand new. Realize with new eyes. Uncover new truths. Find where the pain lies. Live like you're lightning. Cut through the gray skies. I know life is frightening. You can't help but ask why. Life doesn't like me. It's passing me right by. The future just fights me. And much rather I die than have to enlighten me and show me how I'd rise if given a chance. Some love in advance, a bit of compassion, some luck with romance. But why does it matter? Will is what does. You have the will to survive, so know that you're loved. Know that you're loved. Know that you're loved. Know that you're loved. Just know that you're loved. 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 Know that you're loved.